Hello, beautiful people. Danielle here. I am coming to you from this absolutely magnificent, glorious, beautiful tree. Like, absolutely beautiful tree. So I've climbed up to do this video and share with you a tool that saved my life and continues to bring me back into my center and into my truth. And I'm going to wait for a couple of people to jump on. When you jump on, tell me, do you love climbing trees? When was the last time you climbed a tree? So if you don't know me very well, climbing trees is one of my favorite things to do. One of my visions for my house, when I have one, when I buy one, is I collect photos of tree canopies in rainforests, and I want to have, if I can't create a tree house to live in, then I would like to put all of the photos of the canopies that I have taken and make that the rooftop of my bedroom, because I find trees calming and grounding and connecting and healing, and they are just magnificent. So this is what I would like my bedroom roof to look like. And I think that would just be absolutely magical. Now, I have just spent some time clearing my energy field. I'm in a place called Blackwater, and if you haven't heard of that, it's a mining town out west of west of central Queensland, and there's not much to do here. Now, other than the fact there's not much to do here, there is a lot of lower frequencies and people that are, I would say, in a lower state of consciousness, and just the mining lifestyle in itself creates a lot of pain and depression and anxiety and disconnect. Just for instance, if you're someone who loves Mother Earth and you work in the mining industry, then you're kind of contradictory to, sorry guys, what you say. You're living in a polarized reality. You love Mother Earth, but you'll dig it up for money. But I have no judgment, as it's not my place to judge. And it's just an interesting thing that we can have this conflicting reality within ourselves. Now, I've been here for a couple of days and I just felt so low today. I felt so low. I felt heavy. My mind was foggy. The things that would normally excite me were not exciting me. I'm here with my 4 beautiful children, and it's been really hard for me to actually be present and connect with them. And it only took, this is a tool that I use regularly, but because of the amount of heaviness that was in me, it was hard to consciously check in. So you need to first have the ability to consciously check in with yourself. You need to first have the ability to stop and be present and go, what is this I'm feeling? So say your normal state of being, your normal state of being, and then all of a sudden you're in an anxiety attack, or maybe you have hot flushes, or you feel really sad, or maybe you just feel like something within you is not yours and it feels like a foreign emotion. It is possible, because we are all one mind, to take on and onboard other people's energies. So we are all one consciousness. So depending on where you are gonna be, you're like an antenna. You're an antenna that picks up all these different thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And the majority of them aren't yours. The majority of them are the collective consciousness, which is why it's so important not to attach to our thoughts. If we attach to our thoughts, which are from the universal consciousness, the thought And belief then creates a feeling, which is then embodied into our energy and our essence. And unless we are constantly clearing our field, staying in meditation, we will onboard a whole lot of stuff that isn't ours. I have spent my morning in some Blackwater community energy and it has been rather icky and not very nice. And I found it really challenging. And the only way I noticed was I was sharing to a friend that I've had some challenging awarenesses come up. But it could just also be that I'm not in the best space for reflection. And because I can't find clarity. I'm in a cloud. I'm in fog, which is what I said. And then I realized, I was like, oh, the tool I know so well. And this tool is life-saving. And I think that it's very important to remember and learn. And it's called Who Does This Belong To? Which is specifically an access consciousness tool. I prefer not to, it's a lot of spiritual communities. It's like, whose energy is this? Who am I picking up on? And sometimes there will be awareness with it and sometimes there won't. But you have to get into a space of, is this mine? If I'm in truth, if I'm in my heart, whatever energies and feelings that I'm feeling, is this mine? And you'll get a yes or a no. Simple. You'll get a yes or a no. And you'll be like, oh my God, no, this isn't even my stuff. This isn't even my belief. This isn't my emotion. This isn't my thoughts. This isn't my feelings. This is something else's. And I don't have to hold on to it. Right? So that is where the intention. So the question is, who does this belong to? Or who is this? Or what is this? Or is this mine? And when you get, no, this isn't mine, you go return to sender. You literally shift it. You let it go. You allow it to shift. And a good way to clear and let things go and just ask them to be removed from your field is, if you're more of a feeling or visual based person, you can imagine energy flushing from the bottom of your feet all the way up through your body and through your crown, and just flush mass amounts of energy from your feet all the way up through your body, up your spine and out through your crown. And you can say, let it go, or return to sender, or clear my field. It doesn't matter. It's intention, and it's the awareness and the ability to actually see that what you're experiencing is not your truth. It's not true to hear. So you don't have to feel it. Now, when you do that, you may get an awareness. Something may come through. For me, when I did it and I realized that I was in Blackwater community energy, I was like, oh, return. I actually asked, yeah, Dysart's one of those ones too, Adam. Clear your field, darling. No, everywhere is, because you've got all levels of consciousness, all levels of mental health. And especially if you're living in a close proximity to somebody who has mental health struggles or is low consciousness or narcissistic or whatever label of a lower frequency, you're more likely to onboard their stuff. So it's super important to recognize it and be like, oh my goodness, okay, this isn't mine, and I can clear it easily, with so much ease. And all it took was for me, in this instance, to say, I think it's Blackwater energy. And then I asked, okay, return all soul fragments, which is this is my wording, return all soul fragments and energies that are not mine, and bring back all of my soul fragments and energies and particulates that are mine, and return to sender and clear it away. And you just have to say that with the intention. And I flush my field with energy quite often when I'm busy in this reality. Sometimes that's not as often as I would like to stay clear. I don't end up being as conscious and present in a busy environment, say with 4 kids, all screaming mum. So once you clear that energy field, then you're back. It's like it was literally like my whole vibrational frequency was upgraded right then and there. I was like, oh my God, lightness. And there was no fogginess, there was no cloud, there was no mental conflict. It was like, perfect. I'm gonna go fucking climb a tree. And I'm gonna enjoy being in this tree and communicating this message that has brought me so much value on my journey, because I would call it absorption. I go into a lot of absorption all of the time, where I absorb partners' energies, or I absorb my friends' energies, or I absorb collective frequency energies, and it really messes with my choices, because I'm not making choices from this space here. I'm making choices from an external energy. And if you want to make conscious choices aligned with your heart, then it's important to stay clear, whether that's through just using intention and using a statement like this and clearing your field in a few short moments, or whether it's breath work, or whether it's meditation, or whether it's going and grounding your feet in the ground and giving it all back to Mother Nature, whether it's climbing a tree and literally hugging it and loving it, because this is the absolute beauty that we are gifted here, and we take so much of it for granted. But a few moments of touching and loving a tree and asking for its healing can bring you back into yourself. I hope that this little video has brought you some awareness and a beautiful tool that for anyone who is, well, everyone is, in truth. Everyone is. It's only our ego that gets in the way. We are all empathic and psychic and intuitive and connected. There is no difference. Some of us are just a little more disconnected and in a form of separation, and that's just the amount of ego development. So let's all let it go, as Gary would say. I love you. Please share this with somebody that you think may get value, and like or comment and share the love. Bye.